Karan, this is truly
Hey,
wonderful. I think you already know how much I love Yeh Dil Aashiqanaa songs
oh,
and the
that's so
title
sweet.
track. So
Thanks
that's
a
a
lot.
great icebreaker. So I'm going to use that to welcome you on Filme Shilmy. So thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you
me.
so much for having me here. Thanks a lot. Means a lot.
Fantastic. Karan, you hail from a lineage of, producers, writers. You have a very, very wonderful filmy lineage. And I think you began as an actor and now obviously
Anji.
Bigg Boss. So I think
Yeah.
having a look at this journey for you, I mean, when you began as an actor or when you began then, did you ever imagine yourself to be in the position that you're currently in and going into Bigg Boss actually?
That's a very good question, actually. To be honest. And when I started out, we all know about Yeh Dil Aashiqanaa. It was a huge hit, massive hit, very well received all over the world. And then after that, I did few more movies, and then it was a long gap. I was away from movies and stuff. But honestly, I didn't. I never thought that my career would go in that direction. To be honest, I thought by 2024, 25, I'll be one of the biggest stars in Bollywood, and by 30, I would get married and stuff like that. But we always plan things and they don't work out, right? And there's so many times things we plan and they don't work out. So, but honestly, I have been through. I saw success in the beginning. Then I saw struggle. I saw struggle. I faced failure, everything. But I don't have any regrets because this journey. God, He is the writer. So I don't have any regrets. I'm happy that that I've gone through this phase because it's made me mentally very strong. I've become more patient in life. I've become a better person. So yeah, definitely, I've learned a lot from my whole journey, and I'm making a kind of comeback now. Making my debut on OTT through Bigg Boss OTT, and plus
I know,
also
right?
small screen. So I'm really super excited here, to be honest.
It's true. Very well said there. And I think it's interesting
Thanks.
because it's perhaps a blessing and a curse that you're doing it on Bigg Boss OTT because it's going to be no sense of censorship in that sense. Like it'll be very much Joby hair.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So, I think that's going to be very interesting to see. But Karan, you mentioned, and I love the fact that you've been so honest about the journey that you've had. Like you said, you have witnessed failure from a very, very close eye.
Yeah.
So what have you learned from failure and how do you think that will help you with your Bigg Boss journey?
I think one should always have a positive approach and not to, get into any kind of depression or stuff like that. It's very important to have a positive frame of mind and to never give up in life. You have to keep trying. You have to keep trying, right? Because whenever any kind of opportunity comes your way, you have to grab it with both hands and you have to give your best no matter what. I did this movie called Guns of Banaras, which released last year just before lockdown. Unfortunately, lockdown happened, but it consumed a lot of time. We even in post production it took a lot of time, but we released it in 2020 just before the lockdown. So I guess it's a journey. You have to just enjoy it, and you have to. You can't be. There are people. Who are suffering a lot in today's world, and there are so many people suffering from all kinds of diseases and viruses, and who don't have even money. They don't even have proper homes. So, I consider myself very lucky and fortunate. I think we are very lucky and fortunate that we are born in good families. And in today's world, especially, having good health, our family being safe, is the most important thing in life. COVID, I think, has changed everything. And definitely, I'm happy and there are no regrets. My family is with me. And they're super excited to see me entering this Bigg Boss OTT this year.
Yeah, it's interesting actually because I think your co-star from Tanisha, she also came
right. Yeah, even she was part of Bigg Boss. Yeah.
Right. So I'm not sure if you're in touch with her yet. Have you kind of I mean, have you spoken with her about this journey? Have you spoken with anyone that you know or remotely know, perhaps about going into the house, getting tips and guidance stuff from them?
Spoke to you must be knowing Aarti Singh.
Yes.
She was there in 13th season. She's a good friend of mine.
Oh, I love
Aarti.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Krishna's sister. Yes, of course.
Yeah. So I have spoken to her about this, and she just told me, Karan, just be yourself, be real, be the way you are, and you will definitely have a good chance. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's the way I'll be in the house. I'll be myself. I'll stand up for people who are right, and I'm not going to unnecessarily poke anyone or trouble anyone. I'm not at all like that. I'm very easy. I'm very friendly in my real life, approachable. So that's the way I'll be in the house as well, Bigg Boss house.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what sort of people are you dreading to meet? Like, are there sort of style of people with certain personalities which you don't quite get along with? What are those sort of people that you're not really wanting to interact with that much?
Dreading to meet. I'm not scared of anyone. But yeah, I mean, like,
and even if you are, it's okay.
Yeah, people who I would like to avoid. Certainly, dishonest people. People stabbing backstabbers and stuff like that. I hate people who lie a lot and stuff. Who lie and who are not fair, who are very dishonest. So definitely, I would like to stay away from those people. And it's a game show, so I'm sure that there'll be someone playing, games and stuff. So we'll have to be intelligent to figure out who's natural, as in who's honest, and who are the ones who are playing games. We have, I'll have to be very sharp in that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think, like, just elaborating on what you said, I mean, from the vibe that I'm getting from you, Karan, as well, you're not a very confrontational person, right? You don't like to sort of take jagdas with anyone. Right. But there will probably be times when उंगलियां आप पे उठेंगी और आवाज आपकी तरफ भी आएंगी, गालियां भी आएंगी, सब कुछ आएगा.
जी, बिल्कुल.
How prepared are you for confrontation and conflict? How do you hope to resolve those in the house?
Well, I just hope that people don't get to see that side of me, because I do have that side of me as well. And then all the best to the contestants if they really provoke me and they become too personal and stuff like that, because that is something which I really don't like. So I hope that they are nice to me. But I know kuch na kuch hone wala andar, something is going to happen. So that's the reason, I'm excited about this show. And let's wait and watch now. Thoda hi time reh gaya, so let's wait and watch what will happen inside the house.
Not long to go at all. And
not long to go.
Karan, also another thing that I wanted to pick up. I mean, do you kind of see this? I mean, and you kind of mentioned it as well, that you see it as your comeback. But I think doing a show like Bigg Boss, what would you like to see transpire from it? I mean, especially in the career front.
Bigg Boss has a huge fan following all over the world, and in India, it's massive, huge. So definitely, after, I hope firstly, I hope that I win the show, and I will give my best. I hope that happens, but then that's all up to God to decide that. But yeah, after post Bigg Boss, I do expect to do more reality shows.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah. I don't mind doing more reality shows, and also do back-to-back good web series and stuff like that. In fact, I'm already in talks. I'm very soon. And I'll be doing a web series after Bigg Boss with a known director.
That is wonderful. So things have already started for you. And I think it's a great move as well, because at that point as well, people will kind of get to know you again.
Right. And plus, this is right, brother. And this is, especially for those fans who over the years messaged me on social media. Karan, please come on Bigg Boss, come on screen, come on small screen, this and that. Especially for them, I'm coming to Bigg Boss. So I hope, everyone gives me, they all give me a lot of love and support.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I think, Karan, like I said, I think the films that you have been a part of, many of them have sort of we've seen a lot growing up. I mean, whether it is Yeh Dil Aashiqanaa or LOC Kargil for that matter, we've all had that sort of moment of hearing about it and seeing it. So I think on that note, I think it'll be wonderful to see how you perform in the house. And I hope that the journey goes exactly the way you want to. And I hope things work out for you as well post that. So
Yeah,
wishing you the very best.
thanks a lot, brother. Really means a lot. Your words are, I really appreciate your words, and it means a lot to me. And I hope that, I win the show and set an example for other Bollywood actors who are in my position, that to, take Bigg Boss as a relaunch pad or launch pad.
That is so You know what? That is so progressive, Karan. I really like that because, often people, very honestly, they look down on the idea of Bigg Boss. They're like, "Main Bigg Boss nahi kar raha hoon. Like, I'm not doing it." They're very much in this sort of facade of them. But I think that's such a progressive thing that you've said there. And I think that's so wonderful.
If I mean, God willing, if I win the show, then a lot of people will definitely, change that kind of mindset, or like, thinking, change the way they think about Bigg Boss.
Yeah, actually, before I go, why do you think that is, though? Actually, because I've really got to ask you, why do you think?
No, I guess they're just. I think that they're not mentally, strong, and they're scared of entering the show, because over here people are going to target you, right? They're going to characters assassination is going to be there. A lot of things are going to come in. So people are scared about all that, right? They don't want to face it in front of camera, in front of the whole India. So I guess that's the main reason they kind of stay away, because it's a show, it's a tough show, and you have to be mentally there, focused, and you have to be strong, and you have to be very patient. So all these qualities have to be there in order for you to win the show.
Absolutely. It can definitely make or break you. But I think on that note as well, Karan, I think I'm getting told to wrap up. So honestly, I can't wait to watch you on Bigg Boss OTT. And hopefully it goes exactly the way you want it to. So wishing you all the very best.
Thanks, Anuj. Thank you so much. It's nice talking to you, brother. Thank you.
Lovely talking to you too, Karan. Thank you.
Thanks, brother.